Hey everybody, it's Javier Vidania. So today we're going to do a market breakdown more of a specific, more niche market. I'm throwing all these realtor terms out there. I'm sorry. Today we're going to be breaking down the housing market in the Phoenix, Arizona area. But today we're focusing on the West Valley, Goodyear, Avondale, Litchfield Park, Tolleson area. Because when I think of West Valley, these are the West Valley. These are the areas that I think about. Now, there are other cities in the West Valley, like Northern West Valley, like Surprise, El Mirage, Peoria, and all those. There will be more videos for those. So if you have any other areas that you want to recommend, shoot them over. So today, let's talk about specifically the West Valley. You might be a home buyer, or you might be looking to sell your house, or you want to just get a good idea of what's going on. If you've been reading the news lately or talking to a realtor at a Starbucks, they've been telling you that the market's really turning around. There's more listings hitting the market now. Well, are they full of crap? Usually realtors are full of crap, but in this specific example, they're kind of not full of crap. If you go to a quick search on the MLS, which I know you guys can, I'm bragging because that's the only thing I got going for me. I'm an agent. 6,931. It's the Monday afternoon, so not bad. Monday afternoon. I mean, we used to be like 4,000 or 5,000, and everyone was freaking out, running around like a chicken with their head cut off, but now it's not bad. But are things amazing? I'm not sure if I agree with things are amazing. So today we're going to focus, like I said, in the Goodyear West Valley area. So we're going to break down here. There's my dog Wally deciding to leave. See Wally? Let's just kind of do a general view of here, and like that. Okay, good general area. So West Valley has been known for its affordable suburban family values, right? So if I was looking to help a buyer who's looking to buy a house and like, hey, I'm trying to not spend, or at least it used to be like 250 or 200. I want to go to Goodyear, right? I want to go to Avondale. You're going to have a decent school. You're going to be not too far from home. And a lot of us grew up in Maryville, right? The Phoenix area like I did. So it's perfect because it's only like 10 or 15 minute drive from there. Right now, there's currently 298 properties. Let's look at SFRs, essentially single family resident homes. 298 houses currently for sale in that specific area. If we look at what's under contract and pending, there are 634, and I'm sure the editor is doing a good job putting it big on the screen so you guys can see it. And of course, for the last 30 days, we're going to look at the closings. We have had 430 closings. So still active, there's still not more active properties than there are closed. We really want to get to that point before we start throwing parades and whatnot. So let's start off by sharing with you guys what the kind of price range is right now. So showing you a list, you kind of just really start getting a really solid idea just by looking. You got your 200s, right? These are mostly like old Avondale, old Goodyear areas. So, yeah, they're there. There's always going to be a few of them there. But normally Goodyear area starting low 300s, right? And these low 300s are going to be the really tough ones that go really crazy. So I'm surprised there's some there. But really, for a solid starter home for a first-time home buyer, you're looking starting at 320 and up. Goodyear about 340, and really, I mean, honestly, mid 300s is going to be your creme de la creme. Was that a term? You know what I mean. It's going to be your tahine for your mango. I'm sorry, I just ate mango right now. That's really good, and I'm thinking about mango. So going to be mid 300s is going to be your golden goose, right? Your main focus, and the higher you go, the better quality you're going to get. 400 plus is going to be your more, now I would say luxury, but I want to say you're more, sorry. This is going to be your more established homes, like bigger, well taken care of. You're going to start poking into Litchfield Park in 400s. You're not going to be poking in Litchfield with under 400. So you start poking into those areas. Like here, if I show you a map, if I break down, say edit search, If I max it at 400,000, you're going to see Northern Goodyear and Litchfield Park just drop off the map. Verado as well. So yeah, I mean, look at that. It just drops off the map. There's very few. Verado, there's nothing. So first time home buyers under 400,000, this is it. You get 57 houses, not too much to pick from. If you're a seller with a house under 400,000, it is still crazy. So take advantage of that. Now 400 to 500 is going to be your, like I said, it's so terrible. I'm never going to grow up. 95. So yeah, that's when you start poking into Verado. You start poking into Litchfield Park, Goodyear. Some Goodyear and Avondale are still there. But really, that's where you start poking into those areas. Like me, personally, I live in Litchfield Park. I think it's the best school district in the West Valley. And, that's a reason why we moved here. So you're going to be either just getting like a starter home in those areas, or you're going to be getting like the the best houses of Avondale, Tolleson, like this one, like remodeled, giant, all that stuff. 500 plus, we don't really get a lot of. Let me see. 147. You're really just, as you can see here, it's all starting to kind of bundle around Verado, Waddell, Litchfield Park, Northern Goodyear. Like, as you really get rid of all these here. And yeah, so we have luxury houses in the West Valley. Come on now, we got million. Do we have a million? Yeah, it goes up to $1 million. So if you really want to be the kings of the castle, you can go up to $1 million in Litchfield Park and Goodyear. As you can tell, a lot of these don't say new listing. They've been on the market for a bit. They don't usually sell as fast, but there's a market for them. So what does the increased listings mean? All that really means is that more of them are staying on the market longer. Really, it's what it is. More people are listing it at the same time. So I don't really see it as huge news. Like I told you before, once I see those closed match or is less than the active, then I'm going to start celebrating. For now, as long as it exceeds it, doesn't matter. At least I think. I could be wrong though. So now what I want to share with you in this market report is what's been selling. And especially all my sellers watching this channel, you're probably wondering, what the frick? You know, I hear all these cash buyers out there. Home buyers might be concerned of all the cash buyers out there. Well, if I look at the last 30 days of closing, I can give you a really good idea. So first and foremost, there's 430 of them that have sold over the last 30 days. If you're wondering how many of them have sold cash, I can pull that up. Pretty cool, right? Out of 430 houses, there's been 119 cash sales. So approximately, what, 28% of the houses have been cash sales. And yes, they are as bad as you've been seeing on the news. I can pull up, you know, they're all focusing in the home buyer range of 300 to 400, the majority of them. So like 75 of them were there. And then as you can see here, 400 plus, not very many of them. Oh, it actually goes more. So yeah, but there's the majority of them are under 400. I mean, look at list price 350, sold for 390. List price 390, sold for 390. So they're not like traditional cash buyers, like listed 360, sold for 390 cash. Yeah, these aren't like cash buyers that are coming in and they're just like trying to, you know, get a deal. These guys are 365, sold for 385. They're out here just dominating the competition. If you're wondering what the cash buyers are, I actually, if you don't know this about me, I have a main channel with like over 100,000 subscribers, and recently I've been breaking down these cash buyers. So go check that out later if you want, or if not, or don't. I don't care. Do what you want. So 27 or 28% of them were cash. I'm sure the editor's putting up on the screen now. FHA offers still probably not getting a lot of love. Only 47 of them selling to FHA buyers. Conventional still taking the cream of the crop, 223. And everything else, I get a lot of VA people as well that watch my channel, about 39 of them. So as much FHA than VA, is that right? VA's 39, FHA's 47. Yeah, it's about the same. Up on the screen, you're going to be seeing essentially what those numbers are and the percentages for each one of them. So yeah, I mean, if you're a home buyer with FHA, you're still going to struggle. I mean, well, once again, it is a percentage. There is a chance for you to do it. You saw on the screen what the percentage was, but you're just going to have a lot easier time with conventional offers. It is what it is, as they say. So if you're a home buyer, you should still expect heavy competition if you're a government loan. And also you're expecting to still spend $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 over to try to be competitive. Because as you saw, 27, 28% of houses sold cash. And a lot of homeowners expect a really crazy number. And unfortunately, we still have to meet that demand. So at least for the time being, probably the rest of the year, you're going to be in that high competitive zone. But there are more properties selling list price or not needing to waive your appraisal contingency. So that's some good news, right? For all the homeowners out there, it is still a great time to sell. I know. Have you ever met a realtor not say that? Like, people always ask, like, I need you to be honest. Tell me if it's a good time to sell. Dude, a real estate agent's always, it's like asking a freaking fat guy not to eat tacos. Come on, I'm going to always eat tacos. But seriously, is it a good time to sell? Yes, I'm sure it is a great time to sell, but you want to make sure you know where you're going. If you're selling and you have no idea where you're moving or you think you're going to hit the market, just make sure you're doing it for a reason. Like I had a friend of mine recently reach out. They're like, hey, we're trying to sell so we can pay off our debt and just go rent, and we just want to live with this big cash in the bank. And okay, that's their prerogative. That's not a bad idea. Pay off their debt, kind of diversify their investments, put a certain amount in IRAs and stocks and whatnot, and just be more diversified. And yeah, you don't own your house anymore, but you know, they got themselves out of debt. You know, just make sure you know what you're doing. You don't just sell because you being told to sell. So that's a market analysis for the West Valley area. If you have any questions, please leave them below. You can also download the Home Goals app or schedule an appointment with me if you're looking to buy or sell a home anywhere in the Phoenix, Arizona area. And once again, I have that cash buyer series if you want to check it out, if you want to know who's buying these properties. So other than that, thank you guys so much for your time. Appreciate you. Arizona Home Goals out. I don't have a saying for it, but we'll go with that.